Greetings, dear ones. We are very pleased to have this time to speak with you again today. And so we were speaking the other day about releasing that which isn't you, which gets in the way. And when you are willing to do that, when you're willing to look at the blockages in your life, energetic or physical, of course everything is energy, but when you're willing to look at what is blocking you inwardly, you open up a great opportunity for beautiful new inner growth. And this is a part of your ascension process, and it's also part of what the earth herself is receiving right now. A lot of the tumult, a lot of the chaos you're experiencing, this is earth releasing the toxicity put into her over thousands of years. It isn't her. It's not who she is, just as any toxicity you yourself are carrying is not really you. And the feeling of chaos and disruption can be difficult, of course, to take, but what it means is that you're all releasing the false self. And this was a self created, yes, to survive calamity and difficulty and tragedy. It's also due to the kind of education that you received over eons in many, many earth lives. And that education told you were small and helpless, and really the best you could hope to be would be somebody's servant, maybe if you're lucky, otherwise someone's slave. And so you were enslaved and programmed into different belief systems and very narrow orientations that took you away from your true self, your true, beautiful, empowered self. So this is the transformation so many are asking for, dear ones. Coming back into your true, real, empowered, co-creative, beautiful, light-being self. And what does transformation look like for you? Take a moment right now and ask yourself, what does this really call forth in me? Take, for instance, one area of your life, perhaps your physical well-being, perhaps your relationships, your desire for a new partner, family relationships, friendships. Might be your home, your job or business, or energy practice. Might just be your own spiritual growth, your own ascension path. What does this look like for you? If you were to transform that whole area of your life and lift up to such a beautifully higher level that it was almost unrecognizable from what it had been a few months or a year before then. It's unlikely this would happen overnight. Certainly great shifts can happen. But just ask yourself, what would that look like? And put yourself in the picture as you're imaging it, rather than seeing yourself sort of up on the movie screen, as it were. How would that show up in your life? What would be different? What would you release? What would no longer be happening? What would stop for good? And look at your inner life. Include feelings of low self-esteem, self-criticism, inner anger, inability to forgive yourself or others, however you need to do it. But look at your inner life as well as your outer life. How would you feel, in other words, dear ones? If you knew what the old agreements were, to feel small and to play small, would you have the bravery to end them now? Even if you don't know what all of those old agreements were, those old belief systems, forms of programming, forms of general smallness, even if you couldn't name them, Do you have the courage to release them and to see who you would be without them? Ask yourself, can I take this next step even if my ego mind is afraid and suspicious of change and wanting very much to stay where it is because that feels safest? That's familiar. That's what it knows. Have I got the courage to change regardless? Have I got the courage to change even if those who love me would prefer I not change? Maybe some don't mind me playing small, feeling small, acting small even though I'm not. I'm quite a great and powerful light being. And I've been through this universe, every corner of it I could explore, and I'll explore some more. Always. So let's work with this energetically, dear ones. Just taking a deep breath, breathing in through the nose with mouth closed. Breathing out through the open mouth. And continue doing that 3 or 4 times. Breathing in pure light. Breathing in the energy of change as we flow that to you. Positive, empowering change that you have come in for at this glorious time on the planet. We know it looks like sheer confusion, but there is much good occurring of a higher level that could not have come into the planet's atmosphere, let alone to the surface life of the planet before now. So you're breathing in that pure light of transformation. Thinking of one specific part of your life or just how you feel about your life in general. Breathing in empowerment. And as you breathe out through that open mouth, you're breathing out the false self, the false programming. And we're working with you energetically, dear ones, to dissolve everything that is in your way. Those energy blockages, those small, narrow self-concepts, the feeling that you can't change even though you've tried. Breathe it out. Breathing in this beautiful light. There is so much sentient light pouring onto the planet, dear ones. You cannot remain the same from one day to the next. You are absolutely transforming, and you're transforming on a level that you, in this physical body, have never seen before. So as you're leaving the third dimension, what will you say to it, and what will you say to your third dimensional life, dear ones? Will you say, thank you for all I learned, but I'm releasing the struggle now. I'm releasing smallness, and I'm releasing all of the old training, all of the old beliefs, all the old interferences that have been in my way for a long time. And anything and anyone that's in my energies or in my life that is not for my higher good, I release you because I'm too busy transforming to bother with any of this nonsense anymore. Say that however you need to say it, dear ones, but say it right now. You could just say, I'm expanding to a level where the false self need no longer act as if it's me. I'm coming into my true strength and my true identity, my true empowered life right now. And I give thanks. Beautiful, dear ones. So we have been discussing much about transformation with you. And next we'll talk about really owning that beautiful moment and owning these changes so that they stick with you and continue to evolve in the highest possible ways. Wonderful. So we send much love, dear ones, and many blessings. Namaste.